Make this, move down a little more, just make it much bigger. All the is gonna be scanned in and we can shrink it, I'd rather be bigger than smaller. Go. Cool.
1 minute, Mr.
It's shut slowly like my door does.
That's the doors.
It's 6:05, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Township Committee meeting, Pennsauken, September 21st, 2023. Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Roberts. Here. Committeewoman Raffay. Here. Committeeman Di Battista.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Alvo.
Here.
Mayor Martinez.
Here. Pledge to the flag and a moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Announcement of compliance with the Senator Byron and Mayor Open Public Meetings Act.
Notice published in the Courier Post in the retrospect on January 13th, 2023.
Consideration of and possible action of any requests for electronic participation in meeting.
We received none, but this meeting is being streamed on, live on YouTube.
Approval of minutes.
Meeting of September 7th, 2023.
Motion to accept.
Make a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Bid opening.
We had a bid opening, number 2317 for police uniforms, Tuesday, September 19th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m.
Motion to acknowledge.
So move?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance on the first reading. No public comment.
Second reading will be on October 19th, 2023. 2023-24, an ordinance of the Township of Pennsauken, amending 2023-1, fixing the salaries to be paid to certain officers and employees of the Township of Pennsauken and the County of Camden, State of New Jersey.
Motion to approve first reading.
Make a motion?
Second. Committeewoman Roberts. Yes. Committeewoman Raffay. Yes. Committeeman Di Battista.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Alvo.
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Abstain.
2023-25, an ordinance amending chapter 155 entitled Fees, Article 8 of the Code of the Township of Pennsauken, entitled Pennsauken Country Club Golf Fees to establish fees for use of the golf simulator located at the Pennsauken Country Club.
Motion to approve on first reading.
So moved.
Second?
Committeewoman Roberts.
Yes.
Committeewoman Raffay.
Yes.
Committeeman Di Battista.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Alvo.
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes. Resolution, the following will be considered on consent agenda.
2023-314, amendment to contract for professional services, design bid and construction administration for Pennsauken Pool Complex, TNM. 2023-315, amendment to contract for professional services, engineering services for Tibbins Pond Renewal Project, TNM Associates. 2023-316, resolution authorizing the tax collector to refund taxes paid in error due to active bankruptcy. 2023-317, resolution for unpaid municipal charges for grass cutting enforcement through tax sale and to impose municipal liens. 2023-318, resolution approving a refund of $125 for a wedding ceremony.
Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second?
Committeewoman Roberts.
Yes.
Committeewoman Raffay.
Yes.
Committeeman Di Battista.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Alvo.
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes. Payment of bills.
August 2023, $10,217,770.58. Section 8 for September, $52,447.11.
Motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, public comment.
I'm sorry.
Have any public comments?
Yes, I'm gonna use my phone if you don't mind.
Please state your name and address. You have 5 minutes.
Hi, my name is Pedro Perez, resident at 2444 39th Street. First of all, I'd like to take a moment to thank one of your workers, Ms. Erica, can't pronounce her last name, in Public Works. She worked real hard to help us on the 2400 block, 39th Street with trash collection or lack thereof. Called her several times. Other neighbors called her. When she got the trash picked up, they would ignore us, leave the trash there from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and finally got picked up Saturday morning. She did a great job. I don't know how she got it done. She got it done, so we get a chance to thank her for us. Okay, problem one. And also on some old news on the trail, today I had the privilege to walk it from 39th Street all the way up to Grounding Road and back. It was a 2.1 mile walk for me. So later on, we get a moment, I'd like to know how that's coming along. Trash, cars parking on 39th Street, 38th Street, taking their lunch breaks, coffee breaks or whatever, and then they dump the trash out. And then some of them still continue to use the bushes. PS&G had a tree on Chestnut and 39th Street trim. Somehow they left most of the branches on the concrete there. Some of it, people took it for whatever reason to use it for firewood, but there's a bunch of large pieces there. Then the branches all cut off, but then the tree just sitting there. And the raccoons are now starting to climb up in there. It's just like a dead spot in a little tree, yes. And skunks, there's a large group of skunks, possums, some other little critters running around there. Because since last time it was trimmed, that railroad track has not been cleaned up. People are dumping tires there again. There's some trash there. All right, that brings me to the baseball field. They're using that street, I think it's called Baldwin's Street, but now they're using the baseball field to cut through. Dust is flying in the air, and kids can't even play baseball there now. Some people are using it for soccer. It should be only for softball. PS&G is parking their vehicles there when they meet there. And then in the afternoon, the residents are doing the same thing. People parking there, loud music, playing soccer. It just causes disturbance. Then the final one, from Thursday through Saturday, dirt bikes and quads. They're coming over from 3rd Street, from around that area, 36th Street. They're messing up the middle of the softball field. Kids can't even play there. Somebody's gonna get hurt, twisting an ankle or knee. Police was called. The bike stopped running for a little while. Then you see the bikes going towards their house. I don't know if the police was able to get there and stop them and just turn them around, but they took their time to get back home, and they live in that area, so it's not hard to find. Okay, that takes care of it for me.
Sorry, Mr. Van Veen. What address was that for 39th Street? You said PS&G is there?
That's the one at 452. They did it a couple of houses down the road too. They chopped up the tree and just left the branches. They picked them up recently, but for some reason they left that one there.
Mr. Perez, in terms of some of the police activity, please talk to Captain Wheeler, who can square away. In terms of the tree and the debris and stuff, we have Duke here and Joe Scabuzzo, and they can help you with that, all right? So between the three of them, we'll make sure all those things are looked into and taken care of.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Talk to me about the park stuff too. I'll
Oh, yeah, the park.
okay? We'll address that.
Go ahead. Darrell Davis,
2440 42nd Street. I lived there for 30 years on the corner of 42nd and Jackson. I'm here for the talk about the bike trail. I was here when y'all presented the bike trail, and at the time you said cameras wasn't going to be there. I believe I came up and talked to Duke Marks, I believe that's his name. He said the area is going to be well lit. Well, well lit sometimes can't cut it because there's vandalism out there, people are throwing stuff, and I don't want somebody to be walking out there and get hurt, but they can't report it because nobody never seen it. A cop can't be everywhere all the time, but if we have cameras out there, it'd be more permanent. I live where I live, my car got broken into twice. I'm very upset about that. And then the taxes go up. Everybody's taxes go up, but then we're going to do a reassessment, so the taxes are going to go up even higher. All the taxes going up. I feel that we should at least put cameras down in that area. I did speak to Captain Wheeler. I left him too, man. He called me back. I did speak to Chief Alavo. They know the concerns down there. They talk about other areas need camera, which I understand. But when y'all built Haddon Point, I'm sure y'all demanded that they put cameras down here. And when you build in other areas, they're demanding cameras down there. A cop can't be everywhere. I understand that. Every day, they can't be everywhere. So if you have cameras down there, that's another way for eyes to see. We get ready to go into 2024. We shouldn't be half-stepping or anything. If we're going to do something, do it the right way the first time so we don't have to double back and fix it. That's my main concern about putting cameras down there. I'm going to stay on this. A lot of my neighbors was like, well, why are we going to go up there? They're not going to do nothing. Well, if we stay on them, you working for us. I'm going to stay on this. Y'all going to get tired of seeing me, but there should be cameras down. Anybody? Any questions?
Well, first, we're never tired of seeing you.
Yeah.
Well, the project is 9 to 12 months away, right? Before breaking ground.
Oh, yeah, we're ways away.
We're ways away. I totally understand your concerns, and it's still in the process of working out. I understand you want cameras. If we can somehow bring cameras to this job scope, then the committee will try to work for the residents of that area. I know you've come consistently, and I love it. That's the only way we voice your concerns and we can fix things in the town. But it is 9 to 12 months before we even break ground on that project.
But as you're thinking about it, you can also think about why you're breaking ground. Like they came up and we got to voice our concern. So as you writing, taking our notes, you can note that we should have 2 or 3 cameras down. I don't want nobody to get hurt down there. That area, even though I'm a resident of that area is not as safe as Cove and Chestnut. So we should have cameras down there. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Darrell.
Thank you.
Now, just one other addition, just in terms of the assessment of the houses.
Oh, yeah.
So some areas of town will go up, some are gonna go down, and some are gonna stay the same. That's what happens when we do assessment. It's a reallocation of the taxes. So there's a chance your taxes could go down or stay the same. Doesn't automatically mean they're going up, just so. You know.
I'm gonna take a picture of you
You can.
because I think all taxes are gonna go up. Every year taxes go up. When I see the tax bill, I know it's going to go up. It just goes up.
All right.
But as the taxes are going up, can I at least have my money work for me?
Sure.
Like I said, my car got broken into twice within the 2 months. And before I went out to work at 6 o'clock, the cops did come. And I also had a car that was stolen that was left in front of my house. I did call the cops. That car was carjacked, was stolen from Merchantville. So the Merchantville came over and then they towed it back. So I understand everything is everywhere, but cameras helps you. Cameras helps you. I know lighting helps too, but cameras helps also. Thank you.
Thank you, Darrell.
Thank you.
Public comment?
All right. How's everybody? Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony McCullers, 24-year resident of 48th Street, address 2223.
What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Anthony McCullers. The trash issue, it's horrible. I just called Friday to have our trash, last week I had called Friday to have it picked up because no one came to pick up the recycling. They picked up the trash and left the recycling. They picked up half the street and left the other half. This is an ongoing thing. I've emailed the mayor's office several times, and this is my first township meeting. It was overlooked, so I said, well, let me go to them, because this was the first email that I sent, and no reply. I never received a reply from a response. But the trash, I have 4 families on my block that's the language barriers. And everybody can't read, everybody don't read. And I wouldn't say that they're just doing it just because they can, or they're not obeying the ordinances, or no one's paying attention to the ordinances, but someone's got to reach out to these people. And they say that the mailings went out. I've been on 48th Street for 24 years. I never received anything in the mail in reference to calling the night before. I've established a phone rapport with Erica. I've spoken to her at least 8 times. And every time I call, it's in reference to trash that's week after week. I have about 100 pictures. And in the last set of pictures I took, Wayne and 47, the mattress set out there for 3 trash cycles. I've seen the big public work truck ride right past it. And I took pictures of it today. And they finally moved it because I called Erica. But I don't even live on that block. I ride through there to get home every day. So I see it. And it's an eyesore. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And I don't think it's fair to the residents of the township, because it's not just 48th Street, it's not just 47th Street. I've seen it township wide. And again, I've emailed the mayor's office, and I've established a phone rapport with Erica at the Public Works Department. I've stopped around there once just to show her my face. You know, hey, how you doing? You know, I live in the township. You know, so that's what bring me here, and I think I'll start coming to the meetings when they're scheduled. So that's my chief concern here. That's what brings me here today, the trash issue.
Which email address did you use?
Man, it was probably a juvenile one that I had from 20 years ago, but I recently updated it.
Okay.
It probably came from the dime, 93. Little Italian slang. I mean,
John, which one did you
the
email?
gentleman.
Here, at the mayor's office, which one?
I have it on my phone. I can give it to you before we leave.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay,
Progress,
yeah,
but-
because we want to make sure that it's
Yeah.
the right one update, and we'll check to see why, if something didn't come through,
Yeah,
because,
because, I'm sorry.
no, Amy is very thorough in getting back.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I've always received responses, and, you know, this was the first time I didn't. So I said, you know, it might have got overlooked, who knows? But the email address I used, it, you know, could have represented itself maybe as junk, who knows?
No, we would,
Yeah.
then we would respond to any email, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
all right,
That's
good.
not- The issue would probably be that I can't imagine it wasn't seen.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
Coming here is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. We can't help you if we don't know what's going on. And if it didn't get all the way through to where it needed to get to, we apologize. But believe me, your words will go a long way tonight.
Thank you.
And you have Erica's managers here, and
Okay.
Director of Public Works, Joe
Okay.
Scuduzzo. He'll touch base with you to get some more information and
Okay.
hopefully fix a little.
A resolution.
deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, Mr. Anthony, one question for you. So when, sometimes we have problems with our trash company, and so, you know, Joe Scuzzo usually tries to handle it, but we always have missed streets and stuff. And like you said, if people don't call, we don't know, right? So, to your point with language barriers, like what what type of,
Well, you.
because I'm trying to come up with a solution. Maybe
Right.
I could have like letters sent out to that area
Exactly,
in, another language, so then they can understand, and then they know now that they can call.
right,
So
right. I had Asians,
Okay.
on the block, people of Asian descent,
Okay,
and, Hispanic.
okay,
And I've spoken to all of them. Matter of fact, the new neighbors that, when I moved in, they gave me a pamphlet informing me of trash, recycling.
right.
And, that's why I say, I don't know if they're unaware, maybe they don't read, but I know for sure there is a language barrier because I've spoken to them and, and,
Yeah,
they
no,
passed me on to somebody that could,
It's-
understand me and translate to them, so, yeah.
And
so-
it's good to know, so that, that area, what was the address again?
It's,
Just
it's 48th Street,
48th Street.
22, 23. It's right across from St. Cecilia's,
Okay,
little angels.
okay, not a problem, I'll look into it, and I myself will write, something up, and then I can type it in Spanish, but then I'll find somebody that could do it in.
Yeah. And again, that's why I say Asian. I don't know. They
Yeah,
could be
right.
Korean. They could
Yeah,
be Chinese. They could
But at
be
least we can provide something
right. So
for them.
right.
Especially with the bulk items, like somebody has to call in order for us to pick it up.
Right.
So yeah, that definitely we have to be
But it's
notified.
giving me a part-time job too. So I just want
All
to throw,
right.
I want to throw that in there.
Okay,
So yeah.
good to know, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pedro Perez from 2444 39th Street. Just to reinforce what he's saying, across the street from me, 2443, it's a duplex. They just had a new tenant. She put out the trash, separated a little bit from the tenant from upstairs. Trash company passed by, picked up one, that's the other one there. Last week, the corner of Chestnut and 39th Street has a Chestnut address. I believe it's 38 something. People with language barrier live there. They put the trash can with the trash in the blue recycling can from somewhere. The trash stood there from Wednesday until they got picked up today. So I can understand what he's saying about some of the neighbors don't know, pick up the free recycling cans, free yellow, it's supposed to be yellow. They're moving in. I'm not too far from there. I walk around there. I know what he's talking about. I drive by there every day. So it needs to be done also on 38th Street, 39th Street, a large population of Latinos moving there. They don't know I don't want to say the law, but just the basics.
They don't know what to
You have to
do.
put them out Wednesday if you want yard picked up, Tuesday night for Wednesday, trash and recycling Wednesday night for Thursday. And then also on that Chestnut side, there's a dresser that's been sitting there for a month, has not been picked up. But they don't know, and like I said, sometimes I have time to go around and explain, but most of the
Yeah.
time, can't explain to them. Mattresses, the same thing, they put out the mattresses, the trash when tenants move in and out, and sits there for a while until I call, and poor Erica, she does an excellent job. So that's the only thing I can say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro.
Hooray to Erica. Erica. Yes.
Motion to close the floor.
So moved.
Say it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Any comments? I'll go first. First, I want to thank Pedro, Darrell, and Anthony. I say it all the time. We don't mind residents coming to these meetings. We actually encourage them to come to these meetings. A lot of residents are from different areas of the town. We have a big town. If you don't voice your concerns with us, we would like to mitigate any of those concerns or any hurdles that you're having. So coming here is a great place to show up. As far as the language barriers or any barriers that the residents in those areas might have, and see me and Jess getting together somehow, having some information in Spanish or other languages and trying to get that information out there. Because the first thing, if usually it is information. Some people just don't know. And we're having a lot of new residents come in. I appreciate that, that's always a nice place to live. So we'll work on that. Also, Joe, if you can extend to Erica how much a great job she's doing. I know the trash is an issue. It is. It's not a secret, right? So I want to thank her for all her help. All right? And lastly, it is Hispanic Heritage Month. So that's a little fun fact for you guys up here. So I know Jess is probably going to take that from me. All right. So, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Martinez.
Yeah.
I want to thank the residents for coming out as well for voicing your concerns. And like we always say, come on out, and this is where your voice is getting heard. So thank you for coming out. And like Mayor said, Joe, thank Erica. It seems like she's pretty busy lately, but tell her thank you. Last Thursday, we swore in a few police officers. We swore in 5 regular police, 3 sergeants, 2 lieutenants, and 1 captain. Captain Wheeler. So congratulations. And I had the honor of swearing in the new chief, my brother, Chief Olivo. So the mayor and committee are very proud of all the first responders and everyone putting their lives on the line to protect, serve, and keep us all safe. And I'll let the Director of Public Safety talk more about that. Last Sunday, we had the car show. It was a rain day. It was a little scary because we were going to get rain, but the weather held out nice. I want to thank all the volunteers, vendors, and participants. I also want to thank Juan for handing out the trophies and Duke for helping me pronounce some of the names and holding the paperwork for me. Thank you guys, and great turnout. We have some exciting events coming in the future, and I want to volley that to the rest of the committee. So have a great night and stay safe.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Committeeman Marco Di Battista.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to just thank Pedro, Darrell, and Anthony for coming out tonight. We appreciate you guys giving your insight. Darrell, we're never going to get sick of seeing you. And the odds that we're going to get cameras are 99.999. I don't know why we won't just tell you we're going to give them to you. We're probably going to get cameras down there. The reason I think everybody doesn't say yes is it wasn't in the scope of what the actual grant proposal was, but we can add stuff to it. Once it's a trail, it's ours. We agree with you. If the residents in that area don't feel that it is safe to not have it, we've spoken about it already between ourselves, and again, we're not making a decision. I don't think it's a crazy one, but we're on it. I promise you that, and we appreciate you guys coming out. As far as with Deputy Mayor spoke about with swearing in the officers, it was monumental for the town. We had 12 officers in total sworn in, and we did get to officially swear in our police chief, Chief Olivo, who, if you know anything about our department, we've stood very strong behind a great group of men and women for the past few years. We've bolstered the department back to where it needed to be. Safety is paramount in this township for us. And these men and women are doing a great job. And we thank all of them for what they do. That day was, the night last week was awesome to give everybody their just due for all the hard work that they do. And especially to our chief. He's done, through a great transition with that department, he has done a phenomenal job. So we thank those guys, and we wish everybody well. Whoever's tuned in, thanks for tuning in. Again, everybody here, thank you and have a great night.
All right. Thank you, Committeeman Marco. Committeewoman Jessica Raffe.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, to jump off what the director and Committeeman Marco Di Battista said, congratulations to all police officers who were sworn in. We're lucky to have each and every one of you keep our town safe. And everyone who attended the car show, thank you. It was a big, big success. Great day. We beat the rain. We definitely did. I think it was done and then it just started pouring. Thank you to all the volunteers, all the municipal staff who helped. Thank you all very much. Thank you to the police, the fire, the EMS, who were making sure that we were all safe. For Public Works, there is a household hazardous waste drop-off event this Saturday at Pennsauken landfill from 8:30 to 3 p.m., rain or shine. So if you have any questions, please call the Public Works office. As always, recycling buckets or bins are available at the Public Works office. They could either deliver or you could go pick it up. So just let them know what you want them to do, and they have no problem doing that. And to the residents, Mr. Davis, Mr. Anthony, and Mr. Paris, thank you so much. I always say you guys are our eyes and ears because we can't be everywhere. So bringing it up to us, like all these informations do help. And trust me, we are hearing you. And for that, I'm just gonna say that, Mr. Paris, we're actually having a cleanup, Pennsauken Fall cleanup, Saturday, September 30th, 38th and Chestnut. So we're gonna be cleaning up there. So we ask whoever wants to volunteer, please show up. We need all the hands we can get. Again, it's September 30th from 10 to 1. And then there is, October is around the corner. But just so you guys know, there is a Pennsauken Fall Festival event Saturday, October 14th at the Community Recreational Complex. And that is going to be from 12 to 4. And if it rains, it'll be Sunday, October 15th. Same time and same location. And to all my Spanish viewers and residents, feliz mes de la Hispanidad. Congratulations. We're so proud to be Latino and to keep contributing to this country that we love so much. So for that, I want to congratulate all the Latinos. And that's it.
Well said.
I spoke Spanish and then I got nervous because I heard, "Aw."
So that cleanup is September 30th?
September 30th, yes.
All right, Darryl, I'll bring coffee.
Yeah.
You got something that day?
Mr. Paris is gonna be there? All right.
I'll be there, I'm excited.
Thank you. All right, Committee Woman Nikki Roberts.
Thank you, Mayor. I also want to thank Pedro, Darryl, and Anthony for coming out. It really is important that I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to come and make us aware of your needs, because it is our job to address all of them. So I'm happy to hear that our cleanup is going to be in the area you're talking about. So that's awesome. I too want to say the car show was incredible. What a great collaborative effort. Thank you to all the volunteers, all of our staff that volunteers, of course, the police, fire, and EMS, and just a great collaborative effort. It was a wonderful, beautiful day and a great success. So awesome. The cleanup we already talked about. It's still, I do want to remind you that September, it's still September, and September is library card sign up month. So if you do not have a membership to the library, please, for you and your family, go come to the library and sign up for a library card. They also I'm going to stay on the library. The library does have a raffle, which is a fundraiser, which tickets would be available the first week in October, $2 each, 3 for $5, and the drawing is on November 15th. So they're raffling off baskets, gift baskets, I think worth, I don't know what that is, but that's right. Okay. So the raffle proceeds support setup for step up, that noise is really crazy, and the stream initiative. So again, in honor of his.
Something's coming on this.
Okay, so let me finish this up and we'll get to that. Let me see. Sorry, guys.
Do you want me to add in something, Mayor? The event that Committee Woman Rafa was talking about on September 24th at the landfill, there are some things you can't bring. That is CO2 tanks, air conditioners, cement mix, cooking oil, empty containers, fiberglass insulation, heating, oil tanks, helium oxygen tanks, joint compound, landscape timbers, medication, scrap metal, smoke detectors, and tires. If you have any questions, you can contact 856-858-5255. 4-1.
Okay, sorry, last thing in honor of National Hispanic, Month, Hispanic Heritage Month. The library it's still having their September movie is still gonna be Spider-Man. And they're gonna have a Taste of Latin American Heritage, which is sponsored by the South Jersey Food Bank on September 30th from 12 to 1. And they're gonna be teaching you how to cook healthy meals. So the movie night, the September movie night is September 23rd. And again, Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. And I am done.
Thank you. Tim, do we have any
Sure.
last comments?
And gentlemen, just one thing, you're more than welcome to come every meeting, but if you don't want to wait or you need an answer quicker or something, you can always call the mayor and committee's assistant, Amy, at extension 152. The number is 856-665-1000, extension 152. Amy is fantastic. Call her and she'll get you an answer, get back to you. If you don't want to wait the 2 weeks or so before the next meeting, or if there's something more pressing or you can't make it here, call her and we'll get on top of that. Okay? That's it.
Thank you, Tim. Motion to,
So move.
Second.
all in favor? Any opposed?
I'm back to see you guys.
Okay.
All right.
If you like my commercial practice.